Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us. It's 10:30 here in Melbourne, 9:30 in Brisbane, and it's the evening in the United States and places in Europe. So today we're going to go through an opportunity webinar. And if you're joining us online, you'll be able to see the slides as we go through them. If you've dialed in, you can always go back when we share the recording and watch through the presentation. So today on the call, I'm going to do the first part of the webinar, which is covering the Sisel overview regarding the products, and then Kurt, and I'll introduce him a little bit later on, he's going to cover the Sisel opportunity. So we're going to get started here today. So why Sisel? The keys to a successful business. So the Mower Mission has been going on for over 30 years. So Tom Mower Sr., he is a biochemist. He is the president of the company and the co-founder. And over 30 years ago, he was a biochemist working in industry, and he was involved in producing chemicals to strip like engine degreasers and to strip off grease off floors and just industrial heavy-duty cleaners. One day he noticed that the ingredients that were in those products that they had to suit up for and cover the chemical data safety sheets, and there was lots of instructions and warnings on those. He noticed those ingredients were the same that were in his shampoo bottle in his bathroom, and he was very concerned about that, and that shocked him, and he thought, well, if those chemicals are dangerous that we're working with, what are the long-term potential harm those those ingredients can do in bathroom products? So that started him on a mission. That's the Mower Mission that's been going on for over 30 years of educating, informing and empowering millions of people around the world. So the Mowers have been changing the world for over 30 years. His son, Tom Mower Jr., co-founded the company Sisel International with his father in 2006, and so they've been educating and informing for a long time. So the Mower Mission is a lifelong passion. So it's been a passion of mine for a long time. I met Tom when I was 26, and just loved the idea of using products that contained no potentially harmful ingredients, and I fell in love with that mission of sharing that information with others. So hopefully this can become a lifelong passion of yours as well. So Sisel is here to build your future. So why Sisel? So what makes Sisel a unique company? So for those of you who may or may not know, the founders, or the founder Tom Mower Sr. Had a previous company which was very successful. They took that company, which was previously called New Ways, from out of 12,000 network marketing companies starting at the bottom. It reached position 5, and when it was sold in 2006, it was a $1 billion company. Great success with that company. So it really shows experienced management. They really know what they're doing, and to bring that success now into Sisel, it's just incredible. So Sisel have a sustainable product line. So Sisel manufacture all their own products through a manufacturing plant called Supernaturals, which is located in Utah. So they source all their own ingredients. All their products are their own inventions and creations. They have patents on them. They have around 14 PhD scientists working on those formulations, and they source all their own ingredients. So they're checked for contaminants and impurities. So they can sustain that product line, and there's over 250 products in that line. They've got equality and compensation, which Dr. Kurt Fizz will get onto a little bit later on in the webinar. And so it's really a fair compensation plan, and that is that simply by using the products and enjoying the benefits yourself, if you fall in love with those products, which I'm sure you will, like many of us have, and many more will, you get rewarded by sharing that information and those products with others and getting them to use the products as well. And also the person who you introduce can, be compensated in a higher way than what you can. So there really is equality in that compensation plan. There's a dynasty trust, so that means the company's protected for over 250 years. It can't be broken up or sold. So we can be sure that the company is going to be around for a long time, and that means we have financial security and a stable future. So Sisel is going to be there for us. So what does Sisel stand for? So Sisel stands for Science, Innovation, Success, Energy and Longevity. So supply chain assurance. So I've touched on this a little bit before. So as I mentioned, Sisel have their own manufacturing plant. They're certified GMP, which means good manufacturing practice. They also have a National Sanitation Foundation certification. So their manufacturing processes are of the highest quality. This plant is absolutely phenomenal. For those of you who may have visited the manufacturing plant, and for those of you who haven't and would like to, certainly you would have the opportunity to do that. The plant is over 400,000 square foot. It's highly sophisticated. The equipment is absolutely state-of-the-art, and it's the most diversified company and diversified product line. As mentioned, over 250 products in the line, so there really is something there for everyone. And because they're sourcing all their own ingredients, producing their own products, they don't have to rely on another manufacturer. So they know that they can maintain, the highest quality of products. So the Mower Mission has been creating health, wealth and happiness for Sisel distributors and customers worldwide. They really do have the most spectacular, life-changing products, and it's just a fantastic opportunity for success, never before imagined possible. So Sisel are open in 40 countries and counting, and so they're continuing to expand across the globe, which is absolutely phenomenal. So now I'm going to get into the product lines that Sisel have. So Sisel's revolutionary industries. So starting with the Sisel beauty industry. So this industry is actually a $245 billion industry. So what does that actually mean? It means that people are already spending money on beauty products such as your anti-aging skincare, makeup. This is a massive industry in itself. I've heard people say women will spend more on beauty products than they would on nutritionals, because people like to look good, because the truth is that if we look good, we feel better about ourselves. So these products are absolutely phenomenal. The before and after photos that you'll see actually a little bit later on in the presentation, but the before and after for the range of skincare products are phenomenal. I mean, just absolutely extraordinary. So you just can't compete with these products, and I absolutely love them. I would never use any other products, and the makeup is amazing. It's completely toxin free, as are all their products, and not tested on animals, which is really important. So it's really just sharing these products with someone, letting them test them, try them out, and then getting them to make a switch and showing them how Sisel's products are superior. Another range of products they do is the longevity line. So longevity is all the products that really assist the body in turning back the clock, turning back the aging clock. So for me, this range is fantastic. I mean, I saw my father sitting in a nursing home at the age of 54 with 80-year-olds with early onset Alzheimer's, and that's how I got started. And I thought, gee, something's wrong with this. And this picture in my head is just, it's not right. And I will do anything that it takes to avoid and prevent those aging and lifestyle diseases that can be created. So these range of products definitely assist the body in supporting that. It's a $35 billion industry. Chances are the person that you may talk to, a friend or a neighbour, is probably already using a product they believe is helping them with their health. So it's really a matter of demonstrating how these products are superior and offering to make a switch for them. And they can find the information about these products. We can't say claim, treat or cure, but the ingredients in these products are so powerful, and you can search the ingredients on pubmed.gov and find out the true power of what's possible with these products. So then there's the Sisel Life range of products. So we've got our bathroom products such as your shampoo, conditioner, bubble bath, hand wash. You've got your detergents in there as well. So these are all toxin free, and it's said that the most dangerous room in your house is your bathroom. Why is that? Well, have you ever gone and turned over a tube of toothpaste that's bought in the supermarket and looked at the warnings on the packet? It says if you swallow too much of it, contact a poison control centre or call a poison control line. And that is because these ingredients that are in common supermarket products that are found in your bathroom are potentially harmful. And why not make a switch and use products that just don't have any of those nasty ingredients? So Sisel have a phenomenal range, and people are spending $120 billion on these products every year. So you're not asking them to use something different, just educating someone about making a healthy switch and then providing them with a solution, a Sisel safe solution. So then we're moving on to the coffee industry. So the coffee industry is a $100 billion industry. So Sisel's coffee is declared the healthiest tasting coffee, and the reason that is because some of you may not know, but there is an ingredient that's produced in the roasting of coffee, and Starbucks in California have to declare this as a warning when customers come in. There's a little sign that's put up that acrylamide, which is a byproduct of roasting coffee beans, is a carcinogen, and it's in the coffee. And Sisel do not have any nasty ingredients. They certainly don't have acrylamide, and that is because they use a special process of infrared when they're roasting their beans. So we really can say our coffee is the healthiest. And so, people drink so much coffee, give them a sample of the coffee, let them taste how great it is, explain to them why it's better to be drinking the Sisel coffee than, your standard brands of coffee. And, making the switch is then easy. That's a $100 billion industry. You can get started in the coffee business alone and sharing those products. We've also got the Fire and Ice tea and the green tea. Love the Fire and Ice tea. Excellent option for getting people off diet sodas, energy drinks, your all types of sodas essentially. I was drinking a lot of Diet Coke, and now I've switched and I drink Fire and Ice tea. So I love it. It's high in B vitamins. It's got some buffered caffeine in there, and it's just a great alternative. It is a Fire and Ice tea. It's a little bit, you could be tricked a little bit in thinking, oh, it's a hot tea. It's not. In Australia, we tend to think of teas as as hot, but this tea is actually served cold. So that's why it's got the ice in it. So yeah, you serve this tea cold. You can put it with some ice, and it's just a refreshing, lovely drink. So fantastic product. Absolutely love it. So the Sisel Trim industry. So Sisel Trim is their line of product for weight loss, and so the weight loss industry is a $135 billion industry. So, people spend a lot of money on products to assist them in managing and losing weight. I myself have tried this full range of products. I'm in the fitness industry and do competitions. I absolutely love these products and the Sisel Lean products. They work really well at assisting in losing body fat and also maintaining weight. So, if you can demonstrate how these products are superior to what other people are using, and as I said, chances are your friend's probably already using a product that's assisting them, a shake or some sort of product that they feel is helping them with their weight or helping them in their diet. You can't replace a healthy diet, but certainly it's great to be able to have some sort of supplement when you're in a rush, such as a shake, to replace a meal or substitute. This range of products is absolutely fantastic, and I love it. So then finally we're moving on to the last range, which is the water filters that Sisel sell. So this particular unit, if you're watching the slides, it's the Supra H2. So what's fantastic, and I absolutely love this product, I love this water filter because it removes so much from your water. It removes carcinogens, mutagens, estrogen mimics, all the pharmaceutical residues that are making it into our water supply. It removes chlorine and fluoride, and it just leaves you with beautiful, fresh water. But it does something more than that. It actually infuses the water with diatomic hydrogen gas particles. And if you're not sure what that is, you can search that on PubMed.gov, diatomic hydrogen, and there's so many studies that come up on the therapeutic benefits of diatomic hydrogen itself. So this is just an awesome unit and highly recommend it. Everybody needs to be drinking plenty of water to stay healthy. So what a great product. The water industry is a $100 billion industry. So just, you can start a business just with these units alone. So the next slides really don't just take our word for it. So we often have a section in the middle where we bring on people with testimonials. But today I wanted to share something that's really special that's just been released in terms of its launch date. And the next slide will show that. So Intrepid is a new product that's being released. The release date is, I'll say, late January, early around February. So the photo that you can see, and if you're watching through your computer, this product is absolutely phenomenal. So what is it? It removes wrinkles, eye bags, creases, forehead lines, crow's feet within about 15 minutes. It lasts around about 24 hours, and the results are absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I showed my friend these photos and he could not believe it. He said, that is unbelievable. He said that product in itself is a $1 billion product. I mean, everybody is going to want this product. So if you take the time to go through the slides, you can grab a copy or take a snapshot of the photos or email Doc and he'll be able to send them to you. And the next one here is another gentleman who's applied the product to half of his face, or not completely half, but under the left eye and the left side of the forehead, and you can see that his eye bag is almost completely gone, and the lines on his forehead as well. So this product is so powerful. The results are absolutely phenomenal. It's very exciting. The product is just great. And then finally I've got another example here of a lady who's applied it under her right eye, and it's really just firmed up the skin there. The eye bag's completely gone. I mean, it's absolutely taken years and years off her face just on that one side where she's applied it. Super excited about this product being released. So if you want to know what makes Sisel unique, it's certainly the products as well as the compensation plan, but really you're not going to find another company that has products like Sisel. Just absolutely phenomenal. So now I'm going to introduce Kurt. So Dr. Kurt Fisnick is a chiropractor from Fargo, North Dakota. He's had a practice for over 30 years, and many years ago he decided he wanted to get involved in nutritional medicine after his middle boy was diagnosed with asthma. After a motorcycle accident that left him in a wheelchair, he jumped into age reversal medicine, and he shares a wealth of science and knowledge. Every Tuesday he shares that information on his doctor's clinic call, which you can listen to, and the recordings are online as well. And he shares that information on how to use the products and improve your health. So I want to welcome Kurt to the call, and he's going to go through the compensation and benefits for us. So welcome, Kurt.
Hey, thanks, Katie, and everyone, thanks for joining us on the webinar, and those of you that are listening to the recording, thanks for jumping on the recording. I know there's a lot of other things that you could be doing. It's a Friday night here in the States. It's Saturday morning over in Australia. This isn't a training call. It's not a sales pitch. Merely it's a presentation that we designed to help deliver a message. And nobody gets reimbursed to be on the call, anything like that. But we thought that the message was important enough that we wanted to share it with you and get the opportunity out to everyone. Katie is one of my business partners in the great country of Australia. She has a background. Hang on one second. I think I'm getting some feedback here. Is that better?
Yep.
All right. Somebody might have voicemail or the speakerphone on. And so, she's participated in several natural bodybuilding contests, and I really want to say that a lot of people don't realize that Katie was suffering from a life-threatening illness before she got into that. And now she's taken home a nice income. She's begun to build a great team, and I know that she herself, as well as several on her team, will become huge income earners in Sisel. And if she can do it, if I can do it, so can you. So, thanks for sharing those pictures. I know that, this new product that we have, it's going to be powerful. For those of you that are just listening, make sure and go on to the website that we emailed out, because you can take a look at those photos. It's just amazing. And every week we have people that get on and share their stories about how the products are saving their lives. But let me give you kind of a brief overview of the company and where we're going. Life always has a way of throwing curveballs at us. When we were kids, we dreamed of having the best in life, and life always kind of gets in the way, and that sports car turns into a minivan, the nice house with a big backyard turns into a modest home, those nice annual vacations turn into short weekend trips, that private school that you want to send your kids to, well, all of a sudden that doesn't turn out. And there's really nothing wrong with that, but, we just have to learn how to settle. And so not that long ago, my father and I, we were out hunting, and I was sharing with him that I was worried about maybe he didn't have enough money for him and Mom to be retired. My dad said to me, he said, Kurt, he said, we have enough money that we could live forever. I mean, think about that. Could you say that to your kids? Well, I certainly don't. And unless I learn to live on a lot less than what I'm living on right now, and I want to live to be 100 years old. I want to be healthy. I want to travel. I don't want to just be alive. I want to live. And, a lot of people here in the States, they've only traveled to 8 states. I've been to 12 countries. I've been on 3 continents. I've been in 49 states. And I want to be able to do that forever. I don't want to run out of money. I don't need to be rich, but I just want to have enough that I can do what I want to do whenever I want to do it. And so, when we take a look at where we are right now, the Christmas season is coming up. The other day I shared a bunch of information on depression, and what they found is that if you want to prevent depression, you have to create something called neurogenesis. And I won't get into that, but neurogenesis just means making new brain cells. And as a doctor, I can tell people that I understand those words, and I can teach you about that. But bottom line is science says that if we want to really create neurogenesis, what we want to do is we want to teach people how to be entrepreneurs. We want to teach them that when they get to be older, if they're running their own business, they have to create a way of they design their own advertising, their own marketing. They plan, and it keeps them active. It keeps them young. It keeps them alive. And so Sisel is a great way of doing that. So when I present this to someone, I try to present it in a way that it makes sense to people. So people have 3 questions that they have when they get involved with any kind of a business. If you go apply for a job, the first thing you want to know is, what do I got to do? The second thing you want to know, how often do I need to do that? And the third question is, if I decide to do it, how much are you going to pay me? So in answer to those questions, the first thing really is that your job here really isn't to sell anything. We do get paid for selling, but that's not what you're trying to do. What you want to do is that the important part of the compensation package, the majority of your money will come out of people, helping people find answers to preventing health issues and help them produce a second line of income. So that's what we're going to try and do, and that's what you get paid for doing. So I'm not going to get into a lot of detail. I think that if this makes sense to you, if it interests you, then what you want to do is you want to contact the person that brought you here. So Sisel offers some great product lines, and they're things that people are interested in, and we have a great opportunity to help other people. So your real job is just to present this to other people and help them understand that we have something here. And you'll find that the leaders in the company are willing to go out of their way to help you do that. Katie and myself, all the other leaders in the company are here to help you. So I hope that makes sense. So, I think the next question is, how often do you have to go out and present this to people? Well, the answer is, if you want to have a nice income, if you want to make something that's a replacement income, then you want to go out and you want to do it a lot. You want to go out and show this to a lot of people, and you want to do it in a rather quick manner, because if you're working hard, what people do is they'll see that, and they don't do what you say, they do what you do. If they see you working slow, they're going to work slow. And what you want to do is you want to go out and you want to get people to understand that if you want to make this work, you want to make it work in a hurry so that it creates an income, so it creates some excitement. So my goal every week is just to bring 2 people every week to a presentation just like this one. Some weeks I have to talk to 10 people to find 2. Other weeks I talk to 2, and I get 2 out of 2. And so it really depends on who you're talking to. It depends on your audience, but it also depends on your credibility. So next thing what I want to do is I want to show you the answer to the third question. If you get started with, how much money can you actually make? So Katie, if you want to put it on that slide on the compensation with the different ways of making compensation. So
Yep.
Sisel offers you immediate gratification. If you find people who want to experience changes in their health and they purchase the products, you get paid the next day. If you find people who want to make a change in their zip code by improving their bottom line and they get started, you also get paid the next day. That's unheard of in this industry. Most companies are barely scraping by themselves, and as Katie's shared, we're owned by a billionaire who used his own money to build this company. He didn't have to borrow money. He didn't have to go out and find stockholders. He didn't have to go out and find people that invested in him. He took his own money and he built a 440,000 square foot manufacturing plant, and he said, we're going to go out and we're going to build the biggest company. We operate debt-free month after month, and we've done it for nearly 10 years, and we pay out the next day, and the checks have never been late. Think about that. So not only do we get paid for our own work, but we also get paid for helping other people build businesses as well. In traditional business, you don't share all your secrets with the guy in the next cubicle because you don't want to get overlooked on the next promotion. Well, here, I get paid to help Katie. I get paid to help you. I help paid to help other people move up the company ladder. I actually encourage her to pass me in compensation. Why? Because I get paid a bonus. If Katie makes more money than I do, I get paid a matching bonus on what she does. I mean, holy cow. You bet I'm going to be helping her. And if you get started, I'm going to be helping you too. We get paid a matching bonus of up to 10% of what whatever our group does. It's unreal. So this thing is real, folks. And not only do we get paid for our work and the people that we personally bring in, but we get paid for helping those people who bring other people in. A compensation plan that helps us by helping create other healthy customers and healthy, happy business people. So matching bonuses that help build a check, and it's just, I just keep using this word unreal because it really is. But also we get paid for our own rank advancement. As we build, we get paid royalties for going out and doing well. And we take a look. I've been driving a brand new car every 18 months. I trade it in, I get a new car. I haven't made a car payment in over 4 years. My car's paid for. And I get to choose a car of my choice. I don't have to choose some cheap pink Cadillac. I can drive whatever I want. And I've gone on 3 trips. I've been to Europe. I've been to Mexico. I've been across the United States. In the coming winter here, I mean, I'm in North Dakota. It's cold outside. I've already won a free trip. I'm going to be on the second largest cruise ship on the Caribbean. Think about that. It's paid for by the company just for doing what I do. So what I'm going to say is this, is, Katie, if you want to move to the next slide, the last slide, you can have all this as well. It's not just for me. It's not just for people that are big business people. This is for people who are just get started. And I know you can all do it. Some of you on the call have all the experience it takes to be very wealthy. You just haven't been shown a plan how to do it. And you have a way of doing it here with an honest, upfront, debt-free company. And think about this. Most small businesses fail in the first 3 years. We're nearing on our 10th year. We're rock solid. But yet the opportunity is wide open. In your own backyard, nobody knows about this company. Nobody knows about Sisel. What does it cost to get started? Well, in some countries, it's free. In the United States here, it's under $30, and you could get started in a business that you could make so much money that you can change your zip code. And what I try and tell people is that, you know, you have to buy some inventory. You can't operate a hot dog stand if you don't have any buns or wieners. And so when I tell people about the business, buy the products that you want. As Katie went over, there's 7 different categories. There's over 300 products. You can pick and choose what you want, and really it's that easy. So some of you that are watching this, maybe you only want to try the products. That's cool. Other people, you ultimately want to build a business that pays you 6, 7 figures in your income. We're here to help you. So Katie's here. I'm here. Get back to the person that brought you here, and let's go out and make this thing happen. Katie, back to you.
Thank you, Kurt. That was fantastic. So thanks for everyone joining us. We'll be holding this webinar again next Saturday at the same time, and we'll finish up there. So please get in touch with the person who invited you today, and if they can't assist, then find out someone else above them who can assist you. or you can also, you could contact Kurt and we can find out who your sponsors are to assist you. So thanks again, and hope that you can join us next week. Take care.